As we reach the halfway point of HBLPSL 10, it's all to play for in the hunt for playoff places. Peshawar Zalmi started the season slowly, but their results have improved, as has the form of their captain Peshawar Zalmi.
He's much loved in these parts, much admired around the world, and he's given everybody a treat this evening.
Quetta Gladiators have won 2 from 4. On Friday though, here in Lahore, we witnessed an incredible bowling performance against Karachi Kings.
Oh, that one's out. Lindsay's picked him out and he's caught it this time.
It's Riley Russo everywhere. He picked up 2 catches now.
My word, that is absolutely stunning behind the stumps.
After those incredible scenes, can Quetta keep that momentum going and surge towards the playoffs, or can Peshawar take the spoils and stay in the top 4? Back at Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, as we head into match 17 of this HBLPSL. It's Quetta Gladiators and they are taking on Babar Azam's men, Peshawar Zalmi. Hello and welcome to Pitside. Great to be back here. It's 2 teams who've won their last games and picking up some kind of momentum. We're halfway through this tournament and it's all about the top 4. So I'm sure there's plenty to play for in this particular game as well. Some of the players picking up form, and overall it's going to be important to get those 2 points for both these sides tonight. Now I've got with me on Pitside Lisa Stalekar and Waqar Yunus. Thank you so much for joining us, Lisa and Waqar bhai. Lisa, both these sides, they've won their previous games. Just talking about Peshawar Zalmi first, of course. You know, you got Babar Azam, got all important runs in the last game. He was struggling for runs, so it's good to see that their captain was able to score some runs.
Yeah, you always want your leader to be able to perform well and lead from the front by example. So the fact that he was quiet, I think, 0, 1 and 2, and I think actually in the 4th game he was given out but went DRS and it was missing the stumps, and then he was able to score runs. So he'll be feeling a lot more comfortable. Ideally, he would like his partner as well, Saim Ayub, to also fire, because when they fire together, then Peshawar Zalmi are hard to beat.
In the last few seasons of the HBLPSL, Waqar, we've seen that partnership between Saim and Babar really sort of set the tone for Peshawar Zalmi at the top. Haven't really seen that so far, predominantly because Saim hasn't been able to score runs.
Yeah, even Babar. I mean, Babar last 2 games, yes, he scored a few runs, but yes, I'm still struggling. They need him to kick on because he's one of those batter who, once he gets going, he'll get like big runs. He'll get 100 and he'll get quickly. So I think his form is very, very crucial, and their partnership, of course, up front. They're a very, very fine side. Zalmis, I feel that they've got the balance. They've got a good bowling attack. It's just a matter of them 2 at the top clicking, and if they get runs, they are in business.
All right, quick look at the points table as well, just to see where teams are standing at this point. Remember, we are halfway in this HBLPSL, and it's number 4 against number 5 tonight. Both have got 4 points each because Peshawar Zalmi has lost 3 of the 5 games that they've played, and Quetta has only had 4 games, but they've lost 2 and won 2 as well. Quetta Gladiators, of course, a few bright spots for them. One being, Abrar Ahmed. He's been really good. Quick thoughts on him, Lisa, before we head to the toss.
Yeah, he's been excellent, and when he's performed, actually they've won the games. So even though we know spin isn't important, I think he's still got a role to play here tonight.
Absolutely. The conditions might be different, but Abrar Ahmed has been the pick of the bowlers for Quetta Gladiators. Now we are ready with the toss, so let's head over to Sikandar Bakht, who's out there with the 2 captains.
Thank you, Zainab. It's the exchange on toss, and we've got Quetta Gladiators versus Peshawar Zalmi. I've got Saud Shakil, Babar Azam, Iqbal Sheikh is our match referee, and Qasim Imran, the exchange on mascot. And I think Saud has the coin. It's already, no, it's not there. Tails is the call. It is tails. Babar, toss जीते हैं. सबसे पहले बताएं करेंगे क्या?
बस भाई बॉलिंग करेंगे हम पहले.
बॉलिंग करेंगे. ऑन द बैक ऑफ अ विन आ रहे हैं. एक अच्छी जीत हुई थी, मोमेंटम आपकी साइड पे है. इस सरफेस ने थोड़ा सा कप्तानों को शायद रॉन्ग इमेज दे दी ग्रीन टॉप देख के कल के मैच में. तो आपने किस डिसीजन पे इसको चूज़ किया कि बॉलिंग करेंगे?
देखें नई पिच है। रात को भी लास्ट मैच में भी यही देखा था कि अर्ली ऑन थोड़ा सा आपको हेल्प मिलती है और लेटर ऑन पिच सेटल डाउन हो जाती है। और मेरे ख्याल से जो मोमेंटम हमारा का चल रहा है वो काफ़ी अच्छा चल रहा है। बॉलिंग में स्पेशली हम जिस तरह स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे और उसमें हमने कम बैक किया और उसी को देख के हमने बॉलिंग दी है कि हम इस पर कम से कम पे आउट करें।
कल 185 चेज़ हो गया, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि कितना टोटल जो है यहाँ पे बन सकता है? ये पिच कितने रन्स की है?
आई थिंक देखें टोटल हमारे जहन में ये है कि अंडर 150 जो है उसको स्टिक करें, लेकिन उसमें हमें ये है कि बॉलिंग के साथ फील्डिंग भी जो है उस पर अप टू द मार्क रहना पड़ेगा। क्रूशल टाइम पे क्रूशल मौक़ों पे हमें जो है वो चांस अवेल करने पड़ेंगे और आई थिंक अगर 160 से 150 से अबव भी हमारी बैटिंग ऐसी है कि हम इसको चेस कर सकते हैं।
चेंजेस लाए टीम में कोई?
जी एक चेंजेस है, याकूब की जगह सुफियान है।
ओके, गुड लक।
थैंक यू।
Babar says that this is around a pitch where we would like to chase around 150, 160. He's got one change, and that is, of course, Arif Yaqub is out, and he's got another spinner in for that. Now we've got Saud Shakil. Saud, बड़ी शानदार कप्तानी रही आपकी पिछले मैच में और एक ऐसा विन टीम को ज़रूरत थी शायद इसकी।
जी बिल्कुल, हम कोई भी सिचुएशन हो, अगर आप जीत वैसे इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, लेकिन अगर आप एक लो स्कोर डिफेंड करते हो तो वो आपकी टीम का बहुत ज़्यादा मोराल बूस्ट करता है और यही हमारे कैम्प में आज बहुत अच्छी एनर्जी है।
आपके 11 कितना पिच डिपेंडेंट है, क्योंकि ग्रीन सा सरफेस दिख रहा है?
हमारी आज सेम टीम ही है, तो उसके मुताबिक ही देखेंगे, जो उस वक्त उस मोमेंट पे अच्छा नज़र आ रहा होगा उसके मुताबिक रहेंगे।
आप लोगों ने बड़ी शानदार बॉलिंग की, डिफेंड किया, लेकिन कहाँ बैटिंग में आप फील करते हैं कि आपको थोड़ा बहुत एज अ कैप्टन इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहिए लड़कों से?
लास्ट 3 मैचों से हम थोड़ा सा अर्ली ऑन पावर प्ले में जो है ना विकेट खो रहे हैं, तो वही एक जगह अगर हम वहाँ विकेट नहीं खोएंगे तो इंशाल्लाह एक अच्छा टारगेट हम यहाँ पे लगाएंगे।
और टारगेट का जिक्र किया तो कितना?
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये स्टिल 180, 200 वाली पिच है।
चलिए, गुड लक टू यू।
थैंक्स वेरी मच।
All right, so Saud Shakil feels it's a 180-200 pitch and they'll come out there and try their best to get to that score. He says their batting has been a little fragile, but they're working on that. And on the back of a very good win, they feel momentum is on their side. So here we are. Peshawar Zalmi have won the toss and they're bowling first.
All right, then Zalmi winning the toss and they have decided to bowl first. Quetta Gladiators then, Lisa, thoughts on them going completely unchanged?
Yeah, well, when you won the last game and you were able to get out from a tight kind of situation with Karachi Kings, why would you even bother? So I think they'll be wanting more runs from the top 3, but their real experience comes from their bowling department, who have been bowling very well.
Absolutely. That's the bowling that won them the game against Karachi in that previous one. Peshawar Zalmi then going for one change, Waqar. Sufyan Mukim comes in place of Arif Yaqub.
Yeah, wrist spinner for wrist spinner. I mean, one ball with the left and one ball with the right. And I think if you look at the balance and the form of the team, apart from Saim Ayub, Catmore also got runs. Haris is a very dashing batsman in the middle order. Santhala playing beautifully. We haven't seen best of Owen and Samad yet. So the bowling is really, really good. They got good attack, they got good pace, and Sufyan Mukim left arm wrist spinner. So I think they've got a very, very good balance in their squad.
Well, I can tell you traditionally, whenever Peshawar Zalmi has played Quetta Gladiators, we've had some fine contests, and I'm talking about some absolute thrillers. But which team has been dominating so far in the last few matches? Let's find out on Head to Head. All right, Peshawar Zalmi versus Quetta Gladiators. Peshawar Zalmi is leading overall as well. They've been the better side in the history of the HBLPSL. Even when you look at the recent form, Peshawar Zalmi has won 8 games against the 3 that Quetta Gladiators has won. And I'm sure they're perhaps looking to continue that momentum today as well. All right, then, like we said, Peshawar Zalmi has won the toss and they have elected to bowl first. One change for them, Sufyan Mukim comes in place of Arif Yaqub. Quetta Gladiators going unchanged, and there's plenty more to talk about, so we'll catch you guys on the other side. Well, Peshawar Zalmi winning the toss, and they have decided to bowl first, in case you guys have just tuned in. Now, yesterday we saw about 185 runs were scored in these conditions, and it got easier to bat on later on in the day as well. We saw that towards the end of the innings, it definitely got easier. How's the pitch going to play today? Let's find out from Mark Butcher and Martin Guptill.
Hot and sultry conditions out here in the middle for match 17. Last night we had a pitch that people thought might do a little bit and assist the seamers, but 185 was chased down by Lahore Qalandars on this very same pitch. In terms of the bowlers and their successes here, the seamers have taken 33 wickets, the spinners only 4. And the reason for that has been the length that those seam bowlers have bowled during the power play. They've been back of a length, a little bit on the shorter side, and there's been a tiny bit of variable bounce when that length has been hit well. Obviously, they wanted to be keeping the ball as straight into the stumps as possible, and I think that'll be very similar tonight. Abrar, however, was very, very good, bowling his variations very, very straight at the stump. So there is a role for spin bowlers. I got Martin Guptill alongside me. Guppy, what do you think of this looking pitch this evening?
Yeah, it still does look a little bit green, doesn't it, Butch? But as you said, it's a little bit of a it doesn't matter, does it? It played very well last night. 185 was chased pretty easy, and I think if both teams can do what both teams did last night, get a couple of partnerships going early, they can make hay while the sun shines at the back end of the innings.
And orthodoxy with the bat early on, do you think that's the key?
100%. If you go looking for the ball, I think that's when you're going to get yourself in trouble and get your team into a little bit of trouble.
Okay, well, 185 wasn't enough last night. There may be a little bit of dew coming in because of the atmospheric conditions out here. But generally speaking, this should be a pretty even looking surface. And without any question, the team that plays best will win the game.
Yeah, we love that quote. The team that plays the best is going to win. Well done, Butch, on that one.
So insightful.
But yes, moving on to Quetta Gladiators, because they played really well and that's why they won, Bakar. I mean, we're talking about fast bowling in these conditions. The fact that we saw Mohammad Amir bowl really well, Wasim Jr. bowl really well. So they're going to, if they get it right, they're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, get it right is the thing. You got to really bowl smartly, sensibly. If you're a medium pacer, I think the most important bit is that you find the right length. If you're a genuine quick bowler, you can afford to go a little bit short also, because there's grass there and it'll come quickly, especially with the new ball. And even in the previous game, we saw, first 10 overs are a little bit harder than the last 10 overs, even in chasing and even setting the target. So I feel, Quetta winning this game was very, very crucial for them, because they needed that win. And winning a close game coming from behind, I think that will give them a lot of confidence.
Absolutely. We saw some brilliant bowling by Wasim Jr. And we saw, Mark Butcher touch upon the length, like you're rightly pointing out. Despite that, Abrar Ahmed bowled really well. We've seen the spinners have not really done well in these conditions, but he bowled really well.
Yeah, it's mystery, isn't it? It's, because sometimes when you don't know what the bowler is doing, it becomes harder in T20 cricket to really target him. And he bowls a very teasing length. And how good was this catch? Amazing catch. I mean, we saw 2 really quality catches, and this one, South Shakil, great captaincy, putting himself in the slip and getting the catch on the very first ball.
Yeah, I think the real thing was that they got a sniff, didn't they? The door was opened and all of a sudden everyone jumped in. So fielders played an important role. When you lose 27 for 5 and you're able to put the handbrakes on the opposition, it just lifts you. And you could see that in the dugout as well. The celebration when they won that game has just lifted them. There you go. The big man is up and running, so that's a scary sight for oppositions.
Peshawar Zalmi then quickly saw a different smile on Babar Azam's face at the toss, and that tells you a story about his own form, hopefully getting back.
Yeah, and the shoulders were a little bit down, so he's not the pressure of the world, is it, on him as well. So hopefully that means good signs for Babar Azam, because he's a guy that really does lead by example. He lifts the side when he's out there, and there's probably more belief within the dugout and the rest of the batters coming in after him.
Yeah, I mean, his form was crucial for the Zalmis, and last two games, especially the innings he played in Karachi, that 40-odd runs he scored there, and he really fought hard for those runs. And as Zainab, you said about his smile, you know, it does tell a story. And when a leader gets runs, he's satisfied and he's happy with his own form. The team start getting a big lift.
Saim Ayub, quickly then. Saim Ayub needs some runs because he's too good a player to not score.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's too good a player. That's the right word for him to stay out of game for too long. He can bowl a bit and he's always smiling, which is a good thing. He knows that, you know, he's got talent and the teams back him and it's not far away from getting back in form.
I think we saw some brilliance. I know he's come back from injury, so you thought he was kind of almost running and going and getting going in this HBLPSL. But I think this pitch might give him the license just to take a little bit extra time. That's all.
All right. Based on all your expertise, it's time to hear the final thoughts of our experts on who they think is going to win tonight. Peshawar or Quetta? Lisa?
Peshawar.
Peshawar. Okay.
I was going to pick Peshawar. Well, I think they're both good sides. Yeah, Zalmi's, I think, you know, a step ahead of them.
All right, there you go. Peshawar Zalmi, our experts have chosen as the team that's going to win. That was the expert predictions for you. All right, thank you so much for your thoughts. Let's hope for a cracker of a game tonight. It's Peshawar taking on Quetta Gladiators. See you guys on the other side.